Hey dog lovers, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into some truly remarkable stories that will make you fall in love with our four-legged friends all over again. Now, I know you've probably heard some incredible dog stories before, but trust me, these are next level. We're talking about dogs who've saved lives, traveled thousands of miles, and even inspired entire nations. But hold on a second. If you thought dogs were just cuddly companions, prepare to have your mind blown. These aren't just any dogs. They're heroes, trailblazers, and champions. Stories like these remind us why dogs are more than pets. They're family, friends, and yes, even legends. So grab a snack, settle in, and get ready to meet 7 dogs who've done the impossible. And in some cases, they've even written their own chapter in history. Let's roll. 1. Sergeant Stubby, the tiny war hero. First up is Sergeant Stubby. Now, the name alone sounds like something out of a Disney movie, but this bull terrier mix was no joke. He was a bona fide war hero. Let me set the scene. It's 1917. World War I is in full swing, and Stubby, a stray with a short tail, hence his name, wanders onto a military training field in Connecticut. There, he meets Corporal Robert Conroy. What happens next is the start of one of the most unlikely but inspiring friendships in history. Stubby didn't just tag along. He became a full-fledged member of Conroy's regiment. His incredible sense of smell and hearing made him priceless on the battlefield. He could detect enemy soldiers long before they were visible, and he even sniffed out toxic gas leaks. But here's the kicker. Stubby wasn't just a scout. He was a lifesaver. He famously captured a German spy by the ankle, holding him until reinforcements arrived. And when soldiers were injured or dying on the battlefield, Stubby would sit with them, offering comfort in their final moments. Over 17 battles and 18 months of hell in the trenches, Stubby kept going, even after a shrapnel injury left him with an injured leg. When the war ended, he returned home to a hero's welcome and became a national sensation. Stubby passed away in 1926, but his legacy lives on. In 2018, an animated film called Sergeant Stubby, an unlikely hero captured his tale for a new generation. So yeah, if anyone ever tells you a dog can't be a hero, just point them here. What's even more incredible than a dog surviving 17 battles? Let's find out in our next story. 2. Bobbie the Wonder Dog and his 2,551-mile journey home. If Sergeant Stubby was a war hero, Bobbie the Wonder Dog was the definition of loyalty. Let's jump back to August 1923. Bobbie, a Scotch Collie mix, was on a family vacation in Wolcott, Indiana, when disaster struck. He was attacked by 3 other dogs and ran away, never to be seen by his family again. Heartbroken, they returned home to Silverton, Oregon, assuming they'd never see him again. 6 months later, imagine their surprise when Bobbie showed up at their home. The catch? He had to walk an estimated 2,551 miles to get there. Suffice it to say, Bobbie wasn't just a lost dog, he was a national sensation. He had to swim rivers, scale mountains, and endure freezing temperatures. By the time he arrived, his toenails wore down to the bone, and he was skin and bones. But that olfactory sense of a dog brought him home. The country went wild for Bobbie. He was featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not, and even made it to the silver screen in the silent film The Call of the West. Cities gave him keys to their hearts, and fans from around the globe sent him letters and gifts. When Bobbie passed away in 1927, he was given a proper burial with honors. Even Rin Tin Tin, another legend in his own right, paid his respects. Today, Bobbie's legacy lives on in Oregon, with a statue, a mural, and even a replica of his famous doghouse. What's more loyal than a dog who walks 2,500 miles home? Maybe a dog who's also a chick parent. Let's see. 3. Fred, the chick's best friend. Meet Fred, the golden retriever who decided he didn't just want to be a dog, he wanted to be a dad to a brood of chicks. In 2018, Fred, who lived at Mount Fitchett Castle in Stansted, England, stumbled upon 9 orphaned chicks in the castle grounds. With mother hen nowhere to be found, Fred took charge. He treated them like his own, letting them snuggle with him, ride on his back, and even swim in the castle moat. The best part? Fred wasn't a one-time adopter. He did it again in 2022, taking in another group of orphaned chicks. It's a heartwarming reminder that dogs really do make the best parents, even if their children have wings. If that's not enough to melt your heart, wait until you hear about the next dog. He's the ultimate example of loyalty, so much that he waited for his owner even after death. Džok, the dog who waited. In Krakow, Poland, there's a statue of a dog named Džok that's become an Instagram favorite. It's not just because he's adorable, it's because his story is one of the saddest and most inspiring you'll ever hear. In 1990, Džok's owner collapsed and died of a heart attack near the Grunwaldski roundabout. Džok was inconsolable. He waited by the roundabout every day, hoping his owner would return. Locals tried to take him in, but Džok couldn't let go. He waited for months until a kind woman finally gave him a home. Tragically, she died in 1998, and Džok was left alone again. He escaped from his new home and was hit by a train. Džok's story is heartbreaking, but it also speaks volumes about the depth of a dog's love. Today, his statue stands as a symbol of loyalty, with his paw raised and his nose worn smooth from countless kisses by visitors. If Džok's story made you shed a tear, prepare for our next dog. This guy didn't just save lives, he saved them on the other side of the world. 5. Vesper, the life-saving search and rescue dog. Vesper is no ordinary dog. As a Belgian Malinois, she's part of an elite team that responds to natural disasters around the globe. Originally trained as a police dog, Vesper didn't quite cut it because of her overly friendly nature. But in 2020, she found her true calling when she joined Merseyside Fire and Rescue Service as a search and rescue specialist. Earlier this year, Vesper was named the winner of the Kennel Club Hero Dog Award at Crufts 2024 for her bravery in the face of disaster. She's been deployed to some of the most catastrophic events in recent memory, including the earthquakes in Turkey and Morocco. Her handler, Neef, has nothing but praise. Vesper is calm, intuitive, and relentless. She doesn't stop until she finds someone who needs help. Vesper's ability to detect signs of life in the chaos of a disaster zone is nothing short of superhuman. She's a true hero, and her story reminds us that dogs aren't just rescuers. They're also healers. Speaking of healing, our next dog might just be the ultimate therapy dog. Let's meet him. 6. Swansea Jack, the canine lifeguard. Swansea Jack was so much of a lifeguard that he even saved 2 dogs in his lifetime, a rare distinction for any lifeguard, let alone a dog one. Born in 1930, Jack was a black flat-coat retriever with a reputation for being mischievous. His first owner, Talford Davies, couldn't keep up with his antics, so Jack was rehomed to William Thomas, who lived near the dangerous North Dock in Swansea. Jack made a habit of saving people. 27 to be exact. He even saved 2 dogs along the way. In 1931, he became a local hero after rescuing a 12-year-old boy and another swimmer in front of a crowd. His bravery didn't go unnoticed. He was granted Bravest Dog of the Year, the Canine Victoria Cross, twice, and even a silver cup. Tragically, Jack died in 1937 after eating rat poison, but his legacy lives on in Swansea, where his medals and story are displayed at the city's museum. If you thought Jack's story was impressive, brace yourself for our final tale. It's about a dog who changed a family's life forever. 7. Gordon, the hearing dog who's a life changer. Meet Gordon, the hearing dog who's more than just a best friend. He's Eliana's lifeline. Eliana, a 12-year-old girl from East Sussex, is profoundly deaf and relies on Gordon to navigate her world. Before Gordon, Eliana struggled with bullying and depression. She even resorted to pulling out clumps of her hair in her darkest moments. But Gordon changed everything. He's not just a companion, he's a protector. He wakes Eliana up in the morning, alerts her to danger, and provides unwavering support. Gordon has given Eliana the confidence to face the world, and their bond is nothing short of extraordinary. Earlier this year, Gordon was named a finalist in the Crufts Hero Dog Awards for his heroics. Eliana's mom, Sylvie, summed it up perfectly. Gordon has brought support, comfort, and reassurance, not just to Eliana's life, but to our whole family. Thanks to Gordon, she is positive and excited for the future and doesn't feel that her deafness will stop her from achieving what she wants to. So there you have it, 7 stories of dogs who've done the impossible. From saving lives on the battlefield and across continents to healing broken hearts and inspiring entire communities, these dogs remind us of the incredible impact they can have on our lives. Dogs are more than pets. They're healers, heroes, and family. Their loyalty, intelligence, and unwavering spirit are a testament to why they truly are man's best friend. So, what do you think? Did any of these stories stand out to you? Do you have a dog hero of your own? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And if you want to dive deeper into the world of dogs, check out our video on the science. Thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.